businesses, corporations, executives, professionals, and help them incorporate video content into their digital marketing. Video is so important when it comes to marketing your business, your brand, and so I help them figure out the best way to do it, and that's what I do.
Now, when you say videos,
Hmm.
are you talking, static video? Are you talking like pre-recorded video? What are you talking about?
It can be pre-recorded video. It can be live stream video, like what we're doing now, where we're going live on Facebook, long form video, which is what this is. But it's those types of videos: taped, live, short form, long form.
So there's a lot that goes into video. It's not just let me pop my phone up and just start recording. You want to really think about the strategy and why you're using it and how you're going to use it, where you're going to put it.
Exactly. You have to figure out why you're putting this together, who you're targeting this to, who's your target audience, and what you want to create. So all those things are key, and planning is very important when coming up with the videos.
And these are all things that you're going to help with.
I definitely help. I was watching your earlier segment with the gentleman
Kevin.
Kevin, and as you were doing the interview, I was thinking, oh my gosh, there are certain things if I were his producer, I would have probably helped him elevate the segment a little bit more.
So let's talk about live streaming, which we're doing right now.
Which we're
This
doing.
is this is live streaming, but and you can't see it. You're actually also recording this for later on a completely different format.
Thank you.
So you can take video and use it multiple. First of all, you can use it multiple different ways. You can take a live stream, you can record it, you can record it in different ways because you've got your camera vertical and the camera we're live streaming on is horizontal. So there's a lot of thought there. Let's talk about live streaming first.
Okay.
I want to get into everything else. If you have a business client and they're saying, I want to start live streaming, where are you putting them on Facebook? Are you putting them on YouTube, LinkedIn, TikTok? Where are you putting
I'm
them?
putting them on many of the platforms. I'll tell you, when you live stream, especially through certain tools, you can live stream on LinkedIn, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, all at the same time. Each of those platforms have different audiences, so you're reaching all those different audiences at the same time in real time, which allows you to engage with them because they can ask you questions as the stream is going on. So you can engage with the audience, and then once the tape stream is over, it lives on. People can watch it later on, and you can actually edit the stream, the long form content, into shorter form content to use in your social media.
And some of these tools, see, if I've got tools letting me stream, and that's what we're doing right now.
That's what
We're
we're doing.
streaming on Facebook Live, YouTube, LinkedIn. We're streaming on 3 services right now.
Hmm.
So hello everybody on LinkedIn, all 3 of you. Um, if I've got, I know if I'm doing Facebook Live, I can see comments. If I'm
Right.
doing YouTube Live, there are comments, and then LinkedIn, there are comments.
Hmm.
Do I need to have all 3 of those open, or do these services that if I'm streaming to all 3, it will let me see the comments for all 3 of
You
those?
can see the comments for all three. And yeah, bring up whichever comments you want from whichever platform. So that's the really great part. You're reaching all of your customers who are, like I said, different people, different um, uh, reach as far as who is on a particular platform. So yeah, definitely interact with them.
When you're looking at that audience,
Hmm.
you're talking about 3 different platforms, so audience can be a little different on each.
Hmm.
But how do you know who you're really talking to?
Well, as a brand, you sit down together and you figure out who your target audience is. Where does your target audience live? Where do you find most of your customers? They may not be on all of those platforms, so you figure out which platform they're on, and then you create content that caters to that particular audience. How do you find your target audience? You do surveys, you do questionnaires. You ask, you figure, you take a little while, but you definitely can narrow down and figure out, okay, who's my audience, what is their problem, and how can I, or what do they need, and how can I serve them? And that's the content. That helps you come up with the content.
So you're not going to recommend that I make content just for the sake of getting my face on a camera.
Yeah.
You're gonna recommend I look at what problems can I solve for my audience.
Hmm.
Who do I want to address this to? And I'm assuming you're gonna get real narrow in that too, with age, gender,
All of that is
Business night.
considered all of that. And as a business owner, you probably know that. And I think video is important in that it works in conjunction with the website. Every business has a website, and it turns out you want people to go to the website. So when you create video content, it's like a teaser. You're giving people a little bit of information, and you want them to get curious and go for more and ask for more. And they'll probably lead them to your website.
So should the video live elsewhere? I mean, I can put
The
a video
video
on
can be
Facebook.
on Facebook. It can be any of your social media platforms, and then you have a call to action. You could actually say you want more information, and you put the link to your website, and then you link to your website.
So would you put then the videos also on the website?
You can put your videos on the website, absolutely. You can have separate sections. So if your website is built that way, you can actually include videos.
Let's talk a little bit more about the social media side of all of this.
Okay.
So you can put it on Facebook, you can put it on LinkedIn. I mentioned TikTok for a second. You mentioned Instagram.
Mhm.
I don't think about it really enough.
Okay.
Uh,
Your daughter probably does.
Everybody in my universe but me.
Uh-huh.
They all send me Instagram videos, and I send them TikToks. So, um, is that going to be where you want to look at who your audience is and figuring out what platforms they're on? Or is it better to just kind of be on all the platforms? Because even if you're just getting a little extra from, let's say Instagram, right? Let's say my target audience, you and I, we talked, you said, my target audience is for Instagram. It's not going to cost me much more to be there. It's better just to be there. Or should I be focusing on where my target audience is?
Well, you're actually creating content that caters to an audience. So if the audience isn't really on TikTok, you're spending a lot of time and energy creating content that isn't going to benefit you.
Okay.
So why not focus on the audience that you know exists and spend all your time creating calculated content for that audience? That's a better way of spending your time, your mind power, energy, and money.
Can I then dump it though on other platforms?
You can try. You can actually test it out. If the video that you created, you can repurpose it, put it on TikTok, see if it gets any traction, and if you see that it starts to pick up traction, then you can definitely you're getting an idea. Okay, this could work, and then you start creating content for that.
When we're looking at social media, what's your goal when you work with your business? What's your goal for them in social media and video?
First of all, you have to clarify what their brand is. They need to know, okay, this is what I have to offer. They have to have a sense of who their target audience is. And like you said earlier, why they're creating the content. And then figure out what content. Some people get a little overwhelmed because of a couple of things. They don't think they have enough content to create. But there is content everywhere. So whether it's news about your business, personal information about you, you want to mix it up so people are getting a sense of you in a variety of ways. So you're taking your customer on a journey. And so the video is helping build your relationship with the customer. It's helping them to get to know you, get to see what you're about, and then actually seeing the work that you do, and then figuring out, okay, maybe I want to know more about this person. So that's what you're doing with the video, creating a journey for the customer.
So, again, my name is Justin Meyer. I'm here with East Orlando Chamber Testimonial Tuesday. We're at NOLA in Avalon Park. We are about to be here. We're here for a couple more hours doing these videos, and then that are live streamed. As we are talking about video and live streaming, you are seeing right now how effective it is. And then at 12:30, we're doing lunch. We're doing lunch, y'all. Come back, stay here. We are going to eat. It is going to be a great time. And I am here again with Debbie Mitchell from Deborah Mitchell Media and Associates. Great chamber member. We're glad to have you as a member. We talked about live streaming. We talked about social media, and we've hit a little bit on what you do. Mm-hmm. But what I'd like for you to do now is really just deep dive, right? If I'm a new client, if I'm a new client of yours, and I say, I have nothing, walk me through your process. Walk me through what your steps are. How are you going to help me to get from I have nothing, I'm nowhere, to now I'm doing video and what that all looks like. What's your process look like? What should I expect?
Okay, so when you say nowhere, you're starting from scratch.
Starting,
You know
let's
nothing.
assume somebody has a Facebook page.
Okay.
They are starting from scratch. They've never done video before.
Oh,
They don't
okay.
have any equipment like that, anything like that.
Okay, so you've never done video before. So I would ask you, first of all, how do you feel about being on camera? Are you comfortable? Do you feel that, have you been on camera before? Do you like shooting camera? Do you like talking to the camera? Do you like talking? Do you like telling the story? You have to figure out what your story is. The comfort level is really important. So that's one of the things that I would start with. Then again, you go back to what is it about your business? Why do you want to do it? So you have to figure out the why. And then, again, going back to the target audience, who do you want this video to reach? So we do that. So getting comfortable on camera is something that it does take time, but there are different ways that you can get started. You can start by shooting very short videos, and that could be anything from 30 seconds to a minute. I would say practice a little bit before the mirror, before you set up the camera and press play. But practice. Talk to the camera. You turn it around, similar to how I have my camera on. Flip it around so that you're recording yourself. Talk to the camera. Save it. Look at it. Ask someone for their opinion, what they think of it. You can hear how you sound. Are you talking too fast? You look uncomfortable, are you sweating too much? All those things are things to consider, and you can get comfortable over time. So I would say start with shooting shorter videos and then work your way up to longer videos. Going with a live stream at the very beginning is very stressful because you are live. So we're going to see everything. You seem pretty comfortable, so I don't think this.
I mean, they're seeing everything. Anytime I mess up now,
Exactly.
There's no way to go back and flip that.
Exactly.
There's no post production to fix
I say
everything.
I say start shorter videos and take it from there.
So you would work with people on the shorter videos on
Planning it out, coming up with a calendar of content, what you want to create, because you want to train your audience to expect a certain type of video from you. So you're training your audience to show up. So you really have to plan to be consistent in producing. Don't produce 1 week and then disappear for a month and then come back. Really make a commitment to, I would say, a 3 to 6 month commitment to creating video content. And then you're actually training your audience and you're putting yourself on a schedule.
But if you're going to make 3 to 6 months of video, you don't have to do. If I'm putting out a video, let's say every Monday, Thursday, and Friday, and I don't have to film them. I'm going to film them on Monday, Thursday, and Friday, right?
Yeah.
I can film them all on Monday.
Exactly. And you're taking my secret. So what I do is I sit down on usually a Monday and make sure that I do it with my phone. So you don't want to pressure yourself into getting a lot of expensive equipment. I start with my phone. I have a nice setup where there's great natural lighting because lighting is important. I have a good mic, so audio is important. People will put up with bad video, but they will not put up with bad audio. So make sure your audio is set. And you sit down and you record a couple of videos in that one setting. So in an hour, you might be able to produce 6, 7, 8 short 1 minute clips.
And when you're on the scene, when you're working with a client, how do you help them produce the videos?
Well, it's really a lot of pre-production. So by the time I get to the client to record their video, they're pretty much set up. So it's the pre-production. We figure out what they want to talk about. If they're going to record everything in one day, I make sure that they have different looks, changing their clothes, because the video is going to come out on different days. You don't want it to all look the same. So you have different outfits set out. You know the topics you're going to talk about, and all of that is preset so that by the time you're ready to record, you're just going to sit down and record, change an outfit, sit down and record the next, and you have time to look at everything to make sure that it looks good before you move on to the next video. But everything is done in pre-production.
You shouldn't wear the same outfit. If I'm filming like 6 videos, I want to change my shirt.
Yeah, you should change your shirt.
I did not do that before this interview.
Change your shirt, yes.
It's a good thing this interview and the last one are coming out on the same day because I did not change my shirt.
Mm-hmm. Now you know for next
Now I
time.
know for next time.
Mm-hmm.
This is why I need like a trailer with a whole wardrobe department every time I do these.
It's a little bit of work, but it's worth it.
I mean,
It's
I
worth
am
it.
worth it, right?
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
I'm
You're
worth
worth
it.
it.
With longer form video.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, short video is great, right?
Right.
You can do it in 30 seconds. But with longer form video, we're talking about live streaming. Is there a benefit to doing longer form video that's not live streamed? Like
Oh,
a
yeah,
20
longer
minute,
form.
30
Oh,
minute
yeah, longer
non-live
form
video?
video, especially what we're doing. We're sitting here for 30 minutes. So longer form video allows you to dig deeper, do a deep dive, spend time talking about uh, investigating a topic, uh, just exploring a topic a little bit more. You can have a co-host, someone to talk to, so and the time goes so much faster. So long form video can be really good, and especially if you're doing an educational tutorial video, it allows you time to break it up into different points, talking points, and explain it and explore it. But again, going back to live streaming, why I like it is because you can uh, uh, invite the audience to ask you questions, and that way you're really getting a sense of what your target audience is looking for. Mhm.
When it comes to questions,
Mhm.
the one big risk when you open up the questions on the internet
Yeah.
is that they're not all going to be good questions.
No.
And not everybody on the internet comes with the best of intentions. And I'm putting that nicely, I'm putting that mildly. But not everybody comes to the internet with the best of intentions. How do you deal with that?
So when you're putting the question, you can see the questions before they go up live on the screen. So you can decide, or your producer who's behind the scenes. See, I have a team, so our team, if we're producing your live stream, our team can pre-screen the questions before they put it up on air. So that's definitely taken care of. But yeah, you're gonna have your trolls. So, but you don't have to put their question up on air so that everyone can see it and can answer. You can use those questions, so you don't have to worry about that. Mm-hmm.
That's one of the big caveats of working with the internet is the trolls are out there.
People have opinions, and they will state how they feel. They have no problems. I started putting up videos recently, little snippets with tips on how businesses can use video. And if you go to my Instagram, you'll see it. And a couple of people have come to me because it's called my coffee break, Debbie's coffee break, and I usually have a cup, and the cups have the names of shows, either shows I've worked on or just TV shows. And a couple of people have commented, they said, you should do this differently, or that show isn't on anymore. Or I'm thinking, wow, okay, but everybody has an opinion, and not that I'm disregarding their opinion, but you should be ready. So you got to be a little thick-skinned in doing it because in going on the internet, going live, but it's okay because, like I said, everybody has an opinion.
All right, so you mentioned your Instagram.
Mm-hmm.
Let's do this. Tell everybody where they can find your Instagram, where they can see what your videos look like, your Facebook, your Instagram. How can people find you? How can they contact you?
If the company's Deborah Mitchell Media and Associates, and if you go to the Facebook page, it's there. On LinkedIn, I have a business page there. You can link up with me if you want to schedule some time for a consultation, and go to Instagram to actually see more about what we're doing. So it's all there online.
I know as soon as we're done,
Mhm.
I'm gonna sit over there and I'm gonna start following you on everything.
Oh,
You'll
good.
be like the 8th person I follow on Instagram.
So I'm going to ask you, what would you want to create? What kind of video content would you want to create? You're an attorney.
I'm an attorney. I did for a while. So the people who know me,
Yeah.
I did for a while. I was doing TikTok until I didn't have
Oh.
time. I started taking too much time. I have about 5,000 followers on TikTok, and you need to get back to it. And I really like what I like doing is I like doing educational content. I
Okay.
like teaching. I like saying, okay, here's how I can show you something.
Mm-hmm.
And I have done videos, TikTok, YouTube shorts that are the plan for them is how can I teach you something either about the law in general or the law as it applies right now. Cases come out, things that happen. My least favorite thing
Mm-hmm.
in the world is the news media in general as they report on the law. Because, for example, Google was being sued for something,
Right.
and they filed a denial. They filed an answer where they denied everything, and then this was reported like this was some big news.
Right.
no company being sued has ever filed an answer saying, "Well, you got us. We never thought you'd figure it out." They always deny it all. That's part of the legal process. But people act like this is some great big, event. So I like trying to make a little more accessible. Those are the videos that I try to make.
That's important. Like making it digestible so
Yeah.
the regular, ordinary people can understand it in layman's terms. So why'd you stop?
Forgot to do it for a while, and now I feel bad not going back. It's on my
You
list.
can always go back.
I know. I need to get back to doing
Don't
it,
do
and I
that.
need to start doing Instagram again. And I need to start just taking the videos, filming them, and then using them on a couple of different things.
Or change your shirt.
And change my shirt. I should just change my shirt. I could just keep 5 or 6 shirts in my office. And change them. Actually, I have 2 in my office for other reasons. So again, I'm Justin Meyer. I'm here with Debbie Mitchell from Deborah Mitchell Media and Associates, and we are talking video. We're talking social media. We're apparently talking the quality of my shirt. But we are here at NOLA. We are here at Testimonial Tuesday. We are going to be here at 12:30 for the Great Lunch Adventures at NOLA, where you can get some amazing food. And let me ask you, what are you going to be eating? What are you eating for lunch today?
Well, I came in asking for beignets, so I definitely gonna have beignet. And I had the jambalaya when we had the feast in the east, and it was delicious. So I'll probably revisit that. But yeah.
That jambalaya was really good. Again, if you want to come and not eat your beignets, I will eat them for you. This is a sacrifice I made. Dorothy's off camera shaking her head no. She's going to be eating her own beignets. She's not sharing them with me, so I need you to share your beignets with me.
Justin, but we gotta tell people what a beignet actually is, for those who don't know.
It's deliciousness. It's fried dough covered in sugar. What could be bad?
Exactly.
I mean, it's 2 of my favorite food groups, sugar and fried. I mean, what could be bad, right?
Exactly.
What could be bad? Tell me a little bit. You mentioned that you have coffee mugs of all the TV shows you've worked on.
Oh, yeah.
So let's go back to that for a minute. Can you talk about what you do now? And tell me how you got here.
Oh, okay. So how I got to Florida. Okay. So
Not how you got to Florida, but how,
in this business, I became an entrepreneur doing this.
Yeah.
So I spent my entire career producing television. I started in my 20s before I got out of college. And I've produced different genres, entertainment, news. I worked with CBS News, the early show at the time, which is now the CBS Morning with Gail King. So it's that morning show. And then I spent 11 years producing for Geraldo Rivera's talk show. When there were 22 talk shows on the air, we were in the mix. And so I did that. So, and I've done tape, live producing. So that's been my career. That's been my life. I see the world visually. Video is, I can see the world through video. So when the lockdown happened in 2020, and we were all on Zoom, I was sitting there and I thought, oh my God, this is going to kill me. It's just so boring. And I was trying to think of ways to just elevate the experience and make it more interesting. So there were a couple of live stream tools available that I found you can feed video, insert video into the online experience, and it could be useful. And people became more open, especially after the pandemic. They became open to using live streaming and being on video that way. So that's how I ended up here. I ended up in Florida because my mom was here. She's 95, and I'm caregiving for her. And so she lives with me now. So that's how I ended up in Miami.
And I gotta ask this, where'd you live before?
New York.
That's right.
New York, yes. I'm a New Yorker, Brooklyn-born baby. Lived in Manhattan for 25 years. Yeah. So
What do you think of the bagels down here? That's right.
They're not as bagel as bagel. That's for sure.
That's right.
Yep. They're not as bagel.
See, I'm not the only one. For all the chamber members who say, why is Justin, always criticizing the bagels in Florida? It's because they're rolls with a hole. Putting a hole in the middle of the roll doesn't make it a bagel.
That's true. That's true. Bagels are hard to find in Chinese food. Good Chinese food. New York Chinese food is.
I mean, you're a woman after my own heart. You're singing the song I've been singing for 7 years.
Yeah.
Somebody else finally singing that song too.
It's true.
We need good Chinese
Good
food.
Chinese food.
And we need good bagels. So this is, you are a chamber member. You are a member of the Eastern Orlando Chamber. We thank you for that. That's how you got to do Testimonial Tuesday today. This is a benefit of your chamber membership. So come take advantage of it. Come sit down, be interviewed by me or somebody else who you might like better. We'd love to have you. But tell us, you are a chamber member. What do you get out of being a chamber member? How does that benefit you?
So this is my second year as a chamber member, and I have met so many people and business owners. I didn't know anything about Orlando when I got here, or how what the businesses were. So to find these Orlando chambers, and actually Dorothy, Trey, Andrew, they're so accessible and they're really great about connecting you to people. And I was really still trying to figure out what my business is going to be. So I wanted to get a pulse on what the my target audience is, who my target audience is, what businesses need. And so it was just so good to actually go to so many events. My word for 2024 is collaboration. So I'm looking forward to meeting and collaborating with other business owners as I grow my membership in the chamber.
And you've already started doing that because you announced yesterday, late yesterday, in perfect timing for this today, that you're collaborating with somebody else who's going to be here at noon and can talk about it some more also.
Yeah.
So talk about that briefly.
So Tamara Monley, I met her last year. She's a new chamber member, and she has a digital marketing company, Monivon Digital Marketing Solutions. And we started talking, and what they do as a company is just so amazing as far as doing a deep dive into marketing and helping you understand how to use digital marketing for your business. And so I'm actually working with her to better my business. I've just learned so many great things. It turns out that I'm going to have a regular segment. They have a podcast, Your Business in Digital, and I'm going to have a regular segment on there talking about live streaming, how businesses can use it to be better, be more successful.
That's going to be, and I'm going to be watching it.
Oh, good.
Okay.
Good. Everybody should watch.
Tell us again, how do we find you? So for all the people who watch this and they want to do business with you, because you should be doing business with her, how do they find you? How do they get you?
Okay, so you can find me on my website, Deborah Mitchell Media Associates. It's the same name on Instagram, Facebook. I'm on LinkedIn, Debbie Mitchell. I go by Debbie. And reach out, link up, reach out for a free consultation, 30-minute consultation. I'd love to talk to you about your business and possibly coming up with ways to create video content.
All right. You gonna stay for lunch?
I'm going to stay for lunch.
I'm excited to have you here for lunch. This is a great time. I'm telling you, come down. Final thoughts. We've got like 2 minutes left. Final thoughts. What do you want somebody who has watched this to take away? If they take nothing else away, what do you want somebody to take away from this?
Video content is important. It should be a part of your digital media strategy. It's not the only thing, but like your financial portfolio, it needs to be a part of your digital marketing. So give me a call and then we can talk about ways you can get more involved in video content.
And everything you do can be used multiple ways. So this video that she's doing right now, I have a feeling you're going to be cutting it up and turning it into so many different clips.
You'll see it.
That's your
I'll tag
afternoon.
you.
Yeah.
Yes.
Somebody tells me I'm going to be on a lot of Facebook pages all of a sudden. I want to thank you so much for joining us. Thank you again for being a chamber member. This has been a great time. Debbie Mitchell with Deborah Mitchell and Associate, Deborah Mitchell Media and Associates.
Yeah.
See, if this is live, I can't fix that.
Exactly.
Deborah Mitchell Media and Associates. It's a great company. You should definitely be working with them, and you should definitely be coming down here in 2 hours now. It is counting down. I'm getting hungry. But if you remember, I'm going to date myself now, the old Larry Sanders Show, no clicking, because somebody else remembers Larry Sanders, because at 11 o'clock, Airton, another ambassador with the East Orlando Chamber, Airton will be here talking with UCP, and you don't want to miss that, because Airton is always an amazing time. Thanks so much for joining us, and have a great day. I will see you at 12:30. I'm hungry already.
You too.